Oh yeah, this is straight to race time. Welcome everyone, good evening, and good news or something. It's gonna be something unique this. I'm 10th on the grid and it's gonna be really cool. The OTEC Indy 500. Welcome ladies, gentlemen and anything in between. Thank you, Roy. I'm probably gonna need it. I did manage to do some practice laps, and Mr. Godesoina has actually not joined the grid in time. So I don't know if that means he will start from the pit or if we will restart the thing, as I have muted Discord. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Double check that I have indeed softened the front antral bars, and so I know that I stiffen the rears. So that is good. I'm set for the first few laps then. I still ideally wanted to start further back because, yeah, and I also know that the game is going to be quiet. I know that. And someone is pending an open session, so who knows what's going to happen if we're going to restart or not. I'm luckily not an admin for this race. Also, obviously the sound is going to be a bit louder when we actually start driving properly. Well, you can see that coming from a mile away. Nope. It is a 500-kilometer race, so it's more than half distance from the real one. It's 125 laps. The real one is 200 because that's 500 miles. But you can see it at the start that there were some people who were pushing, trying to make up a lot at the start. And I know that when the field is bunched up together, that's when it's easiest to actually gain positions. But it's a long race. There's no point in doing that early. And even though it is quite low, so it probably you guys are gonna struggle to hear it. There is a spotter in the game. So yeah. Some of the ones on the back should go to the pit now to do a splash and dash. They can't. They won't lose many positions, but they will have a couple of laps extra fuel. Yeah, someone is heading to the pit in the background. That is Michael Falk. Is in the pits. He might have picked up some damage as he connected with Crash when Crash came down again in turn 3. But yeah, that I'm surprised. Oh, and also we have a Go Designer in the pit. I'm surprised that not more people went to the pit to just top up with fuel. It is one lap to go, so it should be. Well, this shouldn't be the lap coming to green. Shouldn't, but I don't know. So someone should jump to the pit now just to fill it up and then catch up to the field again. If you're far back, I kind of wanted to, but too early to play games like that. So yeah, but I didn't quite see what happened with Crash and Jason, so I'm having it back on my head that I might have to be a bit careful around Jason. I don't know the guy, so who knows? Oh, someone spun as well at the back. Interesting. Oh, it's coming into the pits now, so we're going green again. I have to admit, I don't particularly like the way he slowed down on the yellow, but okay. I'm also wondering, because I don't get the follow message until I hit the start finish line, I wonder if they actually put it up that we are racing back to the line. That's a bit risky. Yeah. Crash is out. So down to 18 drivers. That also means that we have lost 10 drivers compared to the amount of signups, which honestly is a bit disappointing that people don't actually commit when they sign up. I know there are some who said they can't do it, but yeah. Okay. Use 10 liters. Yep, a couple of the back is coming in as they should. I would have pitted now if it hadn't been for the fact that the top 7, me and 7th, are pulling away from the pack behind. So I fear if I'm losing track position, I'm also going to lose a lot of time in the end. And yesterday, Steve is climbing up as well. He started right behind me, so in the line, right behind me, so 2 spots behind. So yep, I've gained 3 positions, and Steve has gained 5, 4, of course. So 3 people pitted. This one, René Butler, Pilgrims, and Amara. So, yep. Then we know that those guys can do 5 more laps then. If we go green for a long period of time, they can do 5 more laps than the rest of us. And that can be significant because there is a proper risk of cautions when people are pitting on the green flag, both entering the pit but also exiting the pit. Alright, safety car is coming in, and we are ready to go once more. Yep, that was about as planned. I saw that Jason was starting to struggle a bit with a tight car, so I decided it was time to try and make a move. He was losing out a bit to the guy ahead, and also with a tight car, so yep. I didn't expect to be let by, but I would have given up the position a bit earlier. It is Roy, but it's a bit interesting how it is. This time it was a guy who actually just lost the car all by himself. Steve is down 18th. What happened to Steve? What happened? Maybe. What's actually happening now? Well, so Church is back to 18th. Okay, now the pit shenanigans will start. We spent 25 liters of fuel. Now there's actually going to be quite a big difference in people. Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't actually really look in the mirror. I was more focused on avoiding the stuff ahead. Just 2 or 3 cars pitting. And then the Butler again. Well, when you first have started the pit and you're out the back, why not keep pitting? Steve is in the pit, like you should, even with or without damage. So yeah, but I need to catch up again. So that is going to be a bit tricky. To avoid long yellow flags, I have a feeling that the flag rules have been tweaked slightly, so it's 1 less lap and yellow than what's normal. Oh, stopping on penalty removed from Steve Legalet. Interesting. So that is the advantage of being on Discord, because Steve is probably on Discord and talking. But they're gonna end up a lap down, so that's interesting. Well, we are coming out of turn 3, last lap on the yellows, and we're going green pretty soon. So yeah, in top 5 this time. Yeah. Steve is on Discord. I'm on Discord as well. I've just muted myself. Anyway, Steve got in. Let's go. Hello, Geroid or BQ. Yep, we go to the left, and to the left, and to the left, and to the left. I do think it's a bit too much snaking at the front to be that early in the race. I know there's a bit of safety being in the front, but Jesus Christ, guys. Oh, it's way too early for shenanigans like that. And now, don't make a move. Oh, for fuck's sake. Try to work together instead. Okay, so let's do the not bump draft then. Stay behind, save fuel, but give the push due to less air resistance of the... Okay. Well, that's also a way to do it. So the cars are modeled quite good. The real-life IndyCar drivers did help Studio 307 during COVID. So the aero stuff is actually working quite well. So if I stay close to Jernej ahead, his car will go a lot faster as well, because the air resistance, or the air coming off of the rear wing, won't go down to the asphalt behind him. It will just float on top of my car, which means that the air resistance will be a lot smaller also for his car, which means that he gets a slipstream effect of me being behind. So when I did a short test yesterday together with Edward, who's in third now, and I actually did a 40.2. The fastest lap so far for me in the race is the 40.7, and the fastest lap in the race is the 40.4. I did a 40.2 by having Edward behind me and pushing me forward without bump drafting, but just by staying behind me and giving my car less air resistance. I put in a 40.2. So instead of Jernej making the move on the inside as the first opportunity, if we could just stay behind, we would have done turn 3 faster. Well, it was a yellow anyway, but yeah, this early in the race, you should think a bit tactic and be smart. No point in just moving to the front. Driving like the guys ahead, it's way too they drive too hurried for such a long race. Yeah, nice, Ray, to have the official Twitch stream as well. Austin Powers in the pit entry. So he entered the pit on the greens for some strange reason. I also think that my smart thing could have been to pit now. I am an optimist when it comes to oval racing, so I believe that people will learn how to drive with time, so we get less and less cautions, or people will just get fed up. I mean, oh, so Crash hasn't retired; he's still one lap down. Okay, sorry, Crash. So yeah, people will get fed up of cautions, I hope, and then yeah, it will sort itself out. But then if it goes green for 50 laps now, then everyone that hasn't pitted so far is in trouble. Or 50, 30 laps of green flag racing, then we are in big trouble. Also a bit interesting that I haven't worn the tires down enough to warrant any anti-roll changes. Anyway, safety car is coming in, engine mixer up, gear down, fast lap of the race, Steve Legale. Let's go. Also just realized that while my gearing is perfect for racing, it's not perfect when you're racing in a big pack, because I'm reaching top speed before the corner entries on turn 1 and turn 3. So that's a thing I can't fix. I know that the risk of gearing it to go faster than 380 is that you don't get to the speed quick enough. But the problem when we're racing a pack like this is that we actually do get to the speed quick enough. So yeah. But now Crash is out. And I actually hope the top 4 will pit and that Liam will get the wave around. The pits have always been closed until we reach the pit entry on the first full lap on the safety car. I think that is the stock car rules in rFactor 2. Oh, this might be a stupid thing to do. Who knows? It is very American and it's a completely different style of racing, and I really do like it. It's a completely strategically race style. Is everything is very different from road course racing. But I have to admit, I do notice who is used to racing ovals and who are not used to it. That's for sure. bit like Steve and Jason now. That's yeah. When you don't have an overlap like proper, there's no point in making a move on an old track. You just have to get back in line and set up for a new one. Hello, Hugo. Side draft not working because Steve has a proper draft. Okay, then try to get a good run. The problem is that Steve also have a draft. Off the throttle, try to get some speed, too much speed out of the corner, and Rene will have the slipstream of Jason, and that makes it hard to make a move. Just making a little bit of space, trying to get it off back on, not good enough exit of turn 2. Okay, let's do it all again then. Don't be too close. Oh, whoa. Yeah, really don't be too close. And that screw up everything. A little bit of distance. And try to use the draft again. But Rene is in the draft of Jason. And no chance of making the move. Game of patience and nailing stuff. We've been going green for quite a while now, which is, I have to admit, good. That was not good at all, but it's good it's gone green for quite a while. Considering I was in the pit. Yeah, look at this slipstream. And Jason is again starting with a tight car, starting to struggle with a tight car. So I need to get by him quite fast. He's also running lower down for somehow. So hopefully he won't drift up on this corner and we can try to make a slingshot. Too early on the straights again. Okay, that's good. And now we are in free air, everyone. Hopefully no one is getting the draft of me. I can try to get back up again. We've completely lost touch with the leading pack. Obviously struggling to gain on Rene when he has a draft, and like I spoke about earlier, when you get a draft you are also making the air resistance of the car up ahead smaller, so even though the car ahead of Rene is a lapped car, they can work together and be quick. Also, the car is starting to get a bit loose, so I need to soften the anti-roll bars and the rear now, or stiffen the front. That is stiffen the rear, so soften the rear and stiffen the front one click. Try to make the car a little bit tighter, and there we go. A lot easier right away. And Sophia. Oh, that's fair. Hope that he's going to be kind against me as well. Yes, thank you very much. And then I think we should try to work with Rene. Oh, Sophia spun. Alrighty then. That was trying to do running commentary while driving. Interesting. 20 liters spent. I'm gonna watch the chat again when we catch up to the field in a lap's time. But yeah, that was the risk of pitting, losing contact with the front pack completely. I also wonder if I now should, yeah, so I should probably, it's 125 laps or 2 hours. So if we get a lot of recordings, it is going to be 2 hours. I've done 38.7 laps at the moment. You can see that barely bottom right on the little line there. There's a green that says R Butler. That's the distance to the car ahead. Then there's 3 zeros, which I now cannot remember what it is. I think, that might be traction control, ABS, and something else. There's 2 different traction control levels. And then there is 39.1 slash 125. That is, I've done 33.3 now laps out of 125 in total. All right. Guess cars at different speed, all the track rushing speeds can be a bit hectic, but they're close. Yep. Patience timing on speed in excess of 380. Yep, that is the nature of this for every tactician. Yeah, that's what I like with all the racing, the tactics. So hopefully I'm not able to screw everything. So yeah, I forgot to hold left hand turns on limited changes. Yep, that's also the thing. It is really hectic and really cool. Oh, of course we get the message allowed to pass. So yeah. So what I need now is 20 to 23 green flag laps when this caution ends, because then I would think that the people pitted now have to pit again, and that will fit my strategy perfectly. If we go 25 laps or more on the green before the next yellow, I have to pit on the green, and the ones who pitted now can pit on yellow. So now we are off sequence. This can either be really good or it's screwed. I forgot to put. You forgot the popcorn. Well, I've been at work today, and 16th of May is. They call it the National Day of Football in Norway, and I run the food stalls, so I've had a lot of popcorn today. Oh, it's not one lap to go, and there's no wave around. I thought it would be a wave around. So. So I'm leading at the moment. Peter Church is second, Steve Legale is third, and then the guys who pitted: Enzo Fassi, Edward Rocket, Jarne Simonic, Leslie Bourlage, Michel Folk. So yeah. Well, strategy is interesting. Strategy is fun. also think it's a bit risky, but so soften the front again and stiffen the rear one click. Yeah, that was one click. 6 times will be cold, so I want some softer front and stiffer rear to make it theoretically a bit more loose, or at least grip more in the front. To not understeer. That is the idea, that is the hope. I wonder, no, there's no lap cars between Peter and Steve. Steve is just a little bit behind. Alright, coming to green after 42 laps, or starting lap 42. I'm currently in the lead with 2 lapped cars ahead of me, or cars barely. Yeah. Let's see then. Mixture up, second gear. Let's go. Not a fan of that one. There's a reason why in IndyCar you can't make a reactionary move. If the car behind is making a move, then the car ahead is not allowed to do so. So I guess I'll just not try to lap the guys then. Yeah, I understand the work of not being lapped, because if there comes a yellow now, they will be at the tail end of the lead lap instead of 1 lap down, but yeah. Well, let's do it the opposite way then. Turn down the engine, save some fuel. If I'm not allowed to pass, then I can save some fuel instead. That safety car came 17 laps too early. Oh well. So in this instance, Liam and Yannick's tactic of working, I don't think they actually worked together, but what happened was that they ended up working together. And yes, I did right, except now I'm in the front and I can't save fuel at all. There's a reason why in the 500 often these years is a game of being second, third or fourth for quite a while. So I haven't, oh, and it's Peter pitting. He is pitting, and Steve lost out some positions, so now I have the fast guys Enzo, Jarno and Edward, and Steve is pitting, so I got Michelle as well. Oh, hang on, did Leslie crash? Ooh. Yeah, I did get rid of the moving chicanes. True. I can, even though I can't save fuel, I might look at that as a thing. Yeah, so he was in the pit, but I think he actually... It's weird for him to go off sequence with Enzo, Jarna and Edward, as they have been the 4 people who is probably gonna fight for a win. Oh, there is one problem with the car setup for an oval. It pulls to the left, so I can't just let go of the steering wheel and open my water bottle. Fuck. Oh well. Lights are off on the safety car, or pace car. We are in the US. Yeah, it looks like a longer pit stop, right? Because he's still in the pits. He is the 16th on the top of my screen. Okay. Engine mixture 8. Down to second. And let's see how to do this then. And suddenly I have the ability to save fuel again. Yeah, that was one of the people who actually wanted to fight every single corner to get ahead. It reminds me a bit of the Daytona 250, when people just goes for the to the win on lap 1. I have a feeling that Enzo wants me to pass him. As he has stopped snaking completely on the straights. Yeah, I need to stiffen the fronts again. That's that button. Yep. Soften the rear one click as well. Nice. Yeah, I am off sequence, so I kind of like to save the fuel I can. Also, while doing that, we are pulling away because the guys ahead are fighting. Of course, Edward will catch up really easy the moment they stop fighting. Go! Ooh, ouch. That was a bit of air wash. I'm not afraid, but I don't like the fact that we haven't gotten another yellow. I'm just using fuel. Yeah. Off-sequence strategy might be an issue. I know, Hugo. Oh, that's the apron. Yeah, soften the rears. Stiffen the front. This is getting loose. What I do like though is that I have no issues sticking with the leading pack. So I do have the speed and the confidence and everything that I need. The only thing that I need now is the caution to come on the right time. Yeah, just go. Yeah, like that. It's yeah, well, why not? We're not halfway done yet, so just keep it cool and have fun. Jarno was sliding, Enzo went to the outside to take the lead. Well, it looks like my prediction were correct then. That after a while people will get a bit fed up of all the yellows and start also to learn. I just wish they learned when it suited me. Yeah. Yes! Perfect! That's actually perfect timing. I mean, I still might end up being off sequence. Also, I haven't pitted with a bunch of other people. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. Okay. Pit stop requested. Fill it up with fuel. Yep, I also like that. There is no lucky dog or wave around, so he's gonna struggle to get back the laps. I mean, but Jack Villeneuve made that in 1995 when he won the Indy 505. It was the Indy 500. Villeneuve got a 2-lap penalty, but instead of being held 2 laps, they just didn't score him for 2 laps, or removed 2 laps from the scoring. So he was in the lead, and then he did 2 laps that didn't count, and he was then 2 laps back. And because there was no wave around the lucky dog or anything, he had to actually race back the 2 laps and then pass for a win. And he did win the Indy 500 that year. But other people who has laps down, like Leslie, he has done less laps. And I will still be off sequence. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. But yeah, like Leslie has done less laps than us. So if he gets back to the lead lap, he will done the 500 kilometers. I think we should have been on this, to be honest, but yeah. But Jacques Villeneuve, he had to do 2 extra laps compared to everyone else to get back to the lead laps. So he raced for 505 miles, not 500. I also do like the different pit strategies here now, because I do not get Enzo, Edward, René, Peter and Steve. I know that we'll get a distance because there will be lapped cars in between and all that stuff, but I do not understand the tactic. They need a yellow, like I did. They need a yellow to happen at the right time. But yeah, it is an interesting one. It is a really interesting one, this one. I'm still unable to open the water bottle. Fuck me. I do have some juice left. You guys are gonna hear it, I guess. Sorry. Lukewarm strawberry juice. Yeah. I've had better. I've had worse as well, to be fair, but I've had better. Yes, we are. We are halfway through the race. We're actually more than halfway through the race. And there's 1 hour and 1 minute left, so yep, we might actually reach a time limit instead of the lap limit. That's also going to be a tactical thing. If there's more cautions, then we need to consider the time and not the laps. Holy crap. Let's get a long green flag. Green flag running now. Coming up the grid. Mixture up. Yeah, I knew the guy behind would do that. Yeah, no, Liam, that's... Well, that was too early for something good to happen. It is interesting to see the difference in driving style. And what are you doing? Yeah. Okay. Oh, maybe people have realized it is possible to race back to the line or something. I don't know. Catch up. Please follow. If that is a thing, this is going to be interesting, because then it's going to be crazy and yellows. So, I have a question, Roy, if you're still here. Are you able to log on to Discord? Ask Edward and co if we are actually racing back to the flag and the yellows, and then report back on the stream. Because I would not like to lose any possibility of a good result by not racing back to the line when we can. Because if people start to race back to the line, first of all, that's going to be dangerous. But, yep. Because I can't open Discord and unmute myself and ask while also muting the stream and everything like that. Oh, Roy doesn't watch F1. So he didn't answer like he should. Wait, we are checking. Currently on plan B, we are checking. I've just reached Roy's Rage Engineer shop. Roy is currently eating pizza. No, that's tomorrow. Roy is currently eating ice cream. We're waiting for a new person on the phone. Yep, something like that. Pew 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 pew, pew 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 pew. You are number one in the queue. Pew 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 pew, pew 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 pew. Or is this a special situation with the way we're around now? I don't understand what's happening. I should have been on Discord now to understand what's happening, but I don't understand what's happening. But now there's no lapped cars in between, and I'm second of the guys who made the correct pit stop and the correct strategy, and things are... Yep. This is interesting. As none of the guys ahead actually pitted, this is just better for me. Because if we get a long green flag run now, they will struggle even more. Alrighty then, Les is 5 laps down, poor guy. You're still number one in the queue. Please hold. Something like that. I should have opened my soundboard for this. Oh, Peter, come on. Okay. Please follow Liam highly. I think highly of him. Hey. He's probably never heard that one before. So that's... Yeah. Well, am I up to 4th position then? I'm 4th at the moment. And good evening, Terje. We have passed lap 70. We'll start lap 71 when the green flag falls. Okay. Mixture up to 8. I did change the anti-roll bars at the front and the rear before the last restart, and we haven't done enough to change it again. Let's see how aggressive Liam is this time. Ooh, we're chasing that one up. You can see Liam is struggling a bit like it's done earlier as well. So in theory, me and Edward should preferably get by him and okay, people getting penalties for that. Okay. Then I will just keep calm about the yellow flag thingy. No need to push. Ooh, I'm pushing up again. I like how me and Liam is the ones with the most fuel in the leading pack, and I'm still just sticking back to save fuel. Jerne he's close enough to get slipstream, so he's safe where he is, and then there's a bit of distance back to Steve. I mean, it's 50 laps left of the race now, 51. So I kind of understand people wanting to be a bit more aggressive. But we do have at least one green flag pit stop left if we go green to the end. So still plenty of time to be smart. And I think the less fuel you use now, if we go green to the end, the shorter pit stop you will have, and that will just be an advantage. Okay, Liam gave that one up surprisingly easy. I'm too far back. I should let Liam get a little bit, not as much as last time. Yeah, he's starting to struggle again. He's overdriving early. His car is set up for... Ah, fuck. I want to get by Liam. I'm gonna read Roy's text when we get close. Okay. The cars behind are getting penalties because the car ahead raced past a number of the cars on the way to the line. Now guys are back are far too back. Oh yeah. Of course. Yep. Yeah, people need to follow the instructions. As long as they follow the instructions, everything is fine. I know people complain about rFactor 2 and always racing. Oh, it doesn't work. Hasn't been a single issue for me. Just follow the instructions and use common sense. Everything is fine. Okay, so Michelle is back up to 6th. So... well, then the top guys are together again then, except for Leslie, who is now 6 laps behind. And people are pitting. I have only used 18 liters, so yeah. And you can't go 50 liter on a full tank of fuel regardless, so they will need to pit once more, and I will need to pit once more. So it's still, yeah. Still a one-stop race. So a split strategy or a different strategy, but still it is the same strategy with just different lengths. Yep, Terje, have fun. Tomorrow will be my most chill day of the year, so that's gonna be nice. I'm gonna do some streaming tomorrow, even though I know that the Norwegians are gonna be either watching the parades or stuff or being drunk. As Terry is going to bed already now, I guess he might end up being drunk tomorrow then. Have fun! And happy 17. mai. Gratulerer med dagen to Terje for tomorrow. Yeah, I'll also do some live streaming. Of course you would. That's the issue with sticking your nose in to stuff. Right. I also realized that, of course, I could just let go of the steering wheel through the corners and open up my water bottle. Ah, that's good, Tarja. No alcohol for me either because I don't drink. So, but yeah, I don't celebrate the 17th of May, Norway's Constitutional Day. But good nighty and Merry Christmas. Oh, fuck me silly, I'm thirsty. The problem now, I chugged down half a liter of water. I'm probably gonna get 15 naps into the race again and then I really need to go to the toilet. Fucking hell. Never can I be happy. Ah, that's true, Roy. It should be a day for the kids, but in reality it's become a day for adults to get drunk out of their mind at 12 o'clock in the morning or midday. Anyway, coming up to lap 79. Ooh. Mixture up, gear down. Let's go. I don't really see the point in those moves, but okay. Or things like that, but that's fine. Yeah, this ain't gonna end up. Way too aggressive on lapping. Yeah. No, I'm not a kid. Yeah, this... People are so aggressive. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's 43 laps left. We are getting closer to the finish. But we're not that close. This is the kind of racing I expected to see with 10 laps to go, maybe 15. Not now. It's yeah. Oh, Hugo, you should have seen the Daytona 250. The first 90 laps were 2 laps green, 3 laps yellow, 2 laps green, 3 laps yellow. We did get the last 10 laps on the green, and it was the most awesome stock car racing I've experienced in any game, and that is including the NASCAR games and iRacing, because in rFactor 2 you can really bump draft and have some contact without yeeting people to outer space. So I just hooked up with the rear bumper of a Swedish guy with 10 laps to go when it went green. We were at the back of the field. I mean, we were the last 2 cars. I just hooked up to his rear bumper and told him I'm sticking with you. And we went from the back to a 1-2 finish. I possibly could have tried to make a move coming out to turn 4 on the last lap, but I also knew that that could end up being a crash. We had a good finish, and we would. I knew the Swedish guy and knew that he really liked NASCARs. So, oh, Michelle is pit now. It's just, yep, okay. So he would understand how to race. So I felt secure about just locking up to his rear bumper. And it sounds so bad, but I felt sure if I just stuck to his bumper, we would become 1-2. And we did get first and second. So that's, yeah. This is a lot less cautions than that. It's also a lot less cautions than some of the iRacing races I've streamed some years ago. But yeah, people are too aggressive too early. But look at my nice car. It's really pink and pretty. Oh, yeah, well, the same guy is then maybe he either left by himself or was left. So Sofian is out of the race, as you can see on the left on my screen. I do have the chat open then, so yeah. Okay, so Bruno was okay, good, because if he was going to be that aggressive with passing and then jump to the pits, ooh, that would have been, yep. So René behind, he's also been a bit aggressive lately, so I need to watch out for him. And Liam can be a bit aggressive. I need to try to remember who's racing a bit aggressively. Enzo is 9th, Edward is 10th. I mean, if we get a lot of cautions, then they might actually do the race without another stop, and I have to stop. So that is the only issue with the strategy at the moment. But should we get a healthy amount of green flag laps, it's really easy to say green flag or green flag. Green flag is the correct term, but also the challenging term. Yeah, with a healthy amount of green flag laps, it should be a one-stop race for everyone. So it's just difference of when we are pitting. Alright, pace car has turned off the lights, so down to second gear, up with engine mixer again. I still don't need to change the anti-roll bars, and we are getting ready for action. On lap 85 is the start. The lap is going to start. 40 laps to go, or 39 minutes. Ooh. Yeah, that was a strange one. Alexis is up to 5th. I haven't seen him on track until now. Now Snake. A snake, a snake, a snake. If anyone gets that reference, except Roy. Yeah, okay, so this is my issue now in this pack. I won't be able to win unless someone makes a mistake. That someone could have been me. Hello, my name is Paul Page, and this... hello from Papyrus. I am Paul Page, and this is IndyCar Racing 2. Something like that, I think it was. So Enzo is up to 6th now, so that probably means that Edward is 7th. And I'm topping out on the rev limiter. That's not good at all. That's my first attempt of being aggressive. I have to say, I do think I got a really good car. I just should have had it one click further up on the 6th gear. So I could have been able to actually make a move and not hit the rev limiter like this. Because the car is good. The car is fast, the car is sticking. The car is... it's sexy. And I know it. It's 36 with this lap. You can see the grey at the bottom right, Hugo. It says 89 point something out of 125. So the 89 something is how long I've done the race. So I'm starting on lap 9 and that's yellow. I need to get to 2nd to be able to make a move for the win at some point during the race. Okay, so 35 laps left. 2 liters per lap. So 6 liters is 30, 70 is 35. They've done... they can stretch it out. I'm pitting now. That way I don't have to pit another time in the race. Yep. Better do that and hopefully cycle through later on and get a bit lucky. Because I'm lucky. Something like that. Something like that. Indeed. Put on a brand new set of Firehawk Speedways. And fill it up with Sunoco race fuel. I don't know what kind of fuel they actually use in I requested in IndyCar. Oh, Liam is pitting. Well, I'm pitting as well. And some are following. Okay, let's stay in the fast lane now. Let's do this like it's supposed to be. And then turn in. Yep, I nailed that one a bit better than I done earlier today. And so it was a better pit stop than Liam. That is because I hit my pit box quite good. So then that is a good thing with rFactor. If you request your pit, so the pit guys are ready, you are a bit quicker, and if you nail where you're supposed to stop, then that's also a shorter pit stop. Or rather, if you don't hit your box, it's going to take longer time. So there's a few lapped cars in here, but I'm actually 7th. Enzo also pitted behind me, so it's a fun strategy. Oh, your phone, Hugo. Yeah. Well, I do like the slim HUD, slim shady. All right. down to second, upgrading to mixer. I don't have to pit again, and it's time to go. Oh, people are pitting. Interesting. Liam is way too aggressive. You're not supposed to pass on the outside there, and so just stick behind and let us go ahead. Screw this. What kind of racing is this? What kind of racing is this? Like, fucking hell. Let's work together now then. And the thing is, here we go. This HUD is giving me all the information. I get the tire pressure, tire temperature, tire wear, fuel usage, fuel left, expected laps remaining on the fuel, my best time, the live splits. Oh, that was high. I get the fast lap of the race in total. If there's push to pass or DRS, I get that. I have everything on the little screen. I also got the closest on the guy ahead of me, how far he's in front, and that's a big one. Like I said, people are too aggressive. Yeah, big monitor, boys. Well, it is a 27-inch, so it's okay. My main monitor, 1440p, so it's fine. It isn't awesome, but it's fine. What the fuck happened here now? Oh, that's working, so I need to check that later. Righty. So 30 laps left and 30 minutes. Considering we use 40 seconds a lap, and there is so many yellow flag laps that we spend well over a minute on, I think this race is going to end on time and not laps, and that might make people more aggressive again. I assume Edward is talking about that on Discord, so people will know about it, and that's going to be interesting. That's actually going to be quite interesting. But now I'm sure I have enough fuel, because 29 laps left now, and 60 liters are more than enough for 20 laps. I mean 30 laps, and I have 63 liters left, so I won't have to pit again. So in that sense, I am in what the IndyCar commentators like to call the catbird seat. And then on the Oddsport forum, they always post pictures of a bird with a cat's face. That's a catbird. Yeah, it is good, and I'm just gonna stay behind Edward. As long as Peter is behind me, I think that's safe. Yeah. Oh well, Going green. And indeed, Hugo, as it wasn't aggressive enough as it is. Maybe me and Edward can just cooperate and get away. That's also a possibility. Ah, Peter is having a run. That was a little error. That wasn't good at all. You can't just send it in, so that's fine. And that is IndyCar version of push to pass or bump drafting. It's not bump drafting, it's air resistance reducing for the car ahead. I have to admit, it feels like my car is really good. If I don't end up with a fairly good result, then I can't blame anyone except me, I think, because the car is good. It's sticking where it's supposed to stick, and it just works. It's a tad too tight at times, but it works. I know that Edward is teammate with Leslie, the same team name and everything here, but it kind of feels like I'm rear gunning for Edward now. Yeah, okay. Yep, need to soften the rear and stiffen the front. And voila, the car became stable as a mattress. Voila, voila, voila. Something like that. Yeah, still sticking back. Yep, fine. Thank you, Edward. Oh, a bit wide. Ah, no, that's fine. That's good. Trying to angle the corner a little bit more than usual. It's fine. Sticking behind. Edward might actually try to save a bit of fuel. Oh, and Hugo, you talked about the practice and how if I could teach you the magic of wing it. So I did 0 laps before qualifying, and I did 15 laps in qualifying, qualified 10th for the race. I did 20 practice laps with Edward yesterday, and then I went to work today, and that's all I've done before the race. Not good to say that on stream, I guess, as I'm a staff, but yeah, that's all I did. And yeah, it is better to have a tight car or understeer than a loose one. Indeed. Well, it's 25 more laps than I usually do for anything, so. But I mean, Edward did give a nice setup in the tread for everyone to use. It's a good one. And people can change it slightly. Please refrain from bump drafting. People can change it, and you should change it slightly to make it suit yourself. But it was a good setup, and the car works fine. I have gone stiffer at the rear anti-roll bars and softer at the front when I start the stints compared to the default setup or the setup Edward has given. And as the stint progresses, not so much a tire wear, but the tire temperature and the car getting lighter, I'm softening the rear and stiffening the front. Yep, that's the issue, because you can't lock onto the gearbox of the car ahead and bump draft on that like they did in Formula 3. Like genuinely in European F3 in 2014 or something at Monza. A guy just decided to not pass and hit the nose of the car at the gearbox of the car ahead and genuinely bump drafting down the start finish straight at Monza. But if you try to do that with this car, the front wing will act as a scoop, and you scoop up the car ahead and just lifts it. I got to try that on Edward yesterday, and yep, that was like Bonnie Tyler, I think it is. Turn around and all that stuff. But yeah, so far so good. I think it's been a fun race. Bit too much yellows. The car is good. It gets better project. Feed the Terror project RMI Motorsport 86. Oh, 86. Dallara IR18 has been good. It's been almost as fast as Xfinity Mobile. No, I don't get paid to say that. Like, it's so strange. If you watch the Xfinity series in NASCAR, so the second tier of NASCAR, every driver that gets interviewed always says that the car was almost as fast as Xfinity 5G, 7G, or whatever they call it now, mobile. And apparently they do get a small sum of money every time they mention that in an interview. So if they don't say it, they don't get the money. It's, yeah, US and all that stuff. But yep, there's not much bump drafting here, it's scoop drafting, or just scooping it. So like I said, the IndyCar bump draft style is air resistance reduction .inc. Something like that. Like I said today, Roy, when I was cutting up salad at work, I had to go and deliver it. So that was, this is going to be Norwegian, but that was Oles salatkutting uans. Because, yeah. That fits me. Anyway, coming up to lap 1.8 out of 125. 17 laps to go, 18 minutes. We can still do this under laps and not time. Down to second, up to engine mixer 8. And let's try to do this tactically. Peter is trying to get a jump, I see, so I need to counter that. Enjoy the ice cream. Too much talking about scoops, I guess. And here we are again, top 4 out ahead. Me, Edward, Jerne and Enzo. So I'll hate to put myself in such a group when I'm, well I'm saying it, but the cream rises to the top and all that stuff. Oh, I need a yellow to be, there's no green white checkers there. Okay. Well, actually, just keep the mixture up now. Now we need to actually burn off fuel. Yeah, here you go. The first 9 laps is gonna be a chore to get through, and then the last 10 laps is gonna be really fun. And again, it's gonna be easy to spot my car in that stream, but it's not pink. It's just really green. Oh, Liam is in above the 5th now. Michelle is 8. So Michelle is 8 and Enzo is 4th. I know it might be a bit strange to see that Enzo with his huge roll is up and will be fighting for a win. But the damage is turned quite far down on the server because, well, to not get caught up in anyone's issues and stuff and have big problems. You shouldn't lose your race because someone other F's up is the idea. Oh, is Liam pitting? Oh, that's a strange one. But I guess the issue with having this damage as low as it is you can actually make mistake yourself and only lose some track position. That's it. But it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Or Cristiano da Mata, if you want. Yep, right. It is a club race, and we do want people to finish and have a good time. Yeah, so Simon, oh, you can't see it. Oh, you can see it there. Barely, Hugo, on the rear wing. I have Simon Smith fan club on my rear wing. There is a reason for that. I've not spent as many hours in the booth with Simon as Roy has. Far from it. But yeah. I actually did a couple of co-stream play things on YouTube as well. So yeah. we know Simon, and we are about as weird as each other, everyone. Well, going to green, the boost is up, and I need to be tactical again. Yep, need to change up the restart strategies. Problem now is that they're just gonna draft an air resistance removal stuff from each other and blast through me. But this is a good one if I'm ending up with a last lap green flag move thing. Holy crap, this worked well. That's a restart for the books. Imagine if it was just one green lap left. Oh. That was a nice one. And coming out of turn 2, and they would just blast through him on the backstretch. Jerne is not gonna stay behind like Edward did. So potentially I screwed myself from working with someone here, but that's a good one. That was a really good restart. I like it. I don't think we do have the green white checkered NASCAR rule, so I probably would like to just check. Yep, no yellow. 10 laps to go. 10 laps to go. Trying to do. Ooh. Please follow the safety car. Jesus Christ. They could have let us do one more lap. Yep, Hugo, that was a good restart. The problem is I can't do that one again. Also coming when it's gonna be green now, it's probably gonna be 7 laps left. So that's gonna be chaotic. I think my best bet of getting a top 3 here is to get away at the start and then hope that something happens at the back. And that is the problem here compared to real life. We know that people are more likely to cause yellows, so it's going to be even more stressful to get to the front. And I would still be happy with a top 5. So yeah, I think I caught everyone out by braking. I got caught out myself. I thought I would have had to do one more lap and then catch up to the safety car, but no. And yeah, so 10 minutes left, but it's 9 laps left, so that's going to be fine. We could actually do almost every lap in the caution and we would still hit it on laps and not time. But yeah, I have no idea what strategy I should go for the next time. I mean, we do not have a rule about accelerating and braking, but that's a shit move. I'm not going to do that. I like to do things as fair as possible while also being tactical. I didn't think about it. When I took the screenshots, that was in practice session. There was no spectators on the stands. There's spectators on the stands now. Pits are open for lapped cars. So it took me 117 laps to, or 116 something laps to notice there's spectators on the stands now compared to practice session. So it is a rare situation where I haven't been paying attention to the things outside the track. So in real life, there was a crash here last year that compounded itself and caused another crash in turn 2, and there was a wheel that went over the fence and almost hit the top corner of the spectator stand at the near end of turn 2. Missed the stands and went to the parking lot and did luckily not hit a single person, but hit a car. And well, they did some photo shoots, and I think they got a new car from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway or something as well. Oh well, it's going to be 8 laps or 7 laps to go. When I hit this line, I actually don't care too much yet, because there's too many fast guys behind me, and I'm not in the catbird seat anymore. I would not like to be leading when it comes this close to the end of the race. People are just staying behind, waiting to make the move. So yeah, the problem is if people spin in yellow, it doesn't get a longer yellow, sadly. Okay, let's see then. What should I do? Oh, look behind. People are gearing up. Oh, a bit too early upshift, and I should have snaked. I should have snaked. Snake. You know what? Let's just let Jarne go past, because you don't want to be leading at this point of the race unless you get a lot of yellows, of course. But race strategy wise, it isn't the best idea to be leading now. So I might be a bit too kind and end up losing any chance of winning a race by doing it, but let's air resistance help him, as long as the guys behind are fighting. Oh, but I need to stay closer to the corners. I didn't, so now I need to just get close. Lock off Enzo so he can't make a move, but not open it up so we can stay behind Jarne. And Scheisse, do I actually need to stiffen the fronts and soften the rear? I don't know. Nah, it was just me being a bit too close to the apron. The corner. I do not need to stiffen it, that's for sure. Okay, 4 something laps to go. Now is the time to be aggressive. And we stay green. And we don't stay green anymore. Well, flat spot, and it was worth a shot. And with 3 laps in yellow, it's going to be 1 lap per green flag. So you know what? I am not going to pit. I'm just gonna shake myself to death instead. So I don't know, because this happens way too quick. So it's gonna be interesting to rewatch both on stream and my stream and the official stream. I don't feel like I closed down on him. I know I turned in to pinch him on the inside. But yeah, yep, it's, yeah, there's no point in pitting, even though I have rattled. Well, I didn't get parted. I tried to part. I tried to do a new garden, but I'm not sure if, yeah. I might have misjudged it, or it was a race incident, or he came up, or I don't know. I hope I didn't turn down on him. But I guess I'll be able to look back at it later. That's not why I'm streaming. I'm streaming to just because it's a cool event and fucking ugly rattle, and that's at 160. I wonder if this. I'm gonna mute myself when I'm driving the last bit, I think, because this is gonna be very, 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 very rattly, and I'm not going to be able to get the top 5 either. Ew. Oh well. I didn't crash though. Oh Jesus. Yeah, so it's gonna be 1 lap of green flag racing at the end, which means it's probably just gonna be 1 corner. So I went for first, and I'm probably gonna end up 7th in the race. It was worth a shot. Now I'm almost just waiting for Roy to come with some kind of, they looked at the replay on the stream and blah blah blah. Oh! I just realized Edward seems to have a lapped car between himself and Liam. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is a lapped car, and yeah, it's gonna be 1 lap of green flag at the end, but people are gonna crash into turn 1, so it's not gonna be 1 lap of green flag racing. So that's why I'm ending up 7th. Steve is in position behind me, but we have a car between us as well, so he can't pass me. And yeah. Oh, 7th it is. And Peter is trying to build a gap and make that move again, which I understand, but oh, Steve made the jump! Fucking hell, and people made the jump. That's what happened when you start quick and then you slow down. Well, 9th then it is. Or 8th. Oh, or 6th. Liam won the race. Now that I didn't expect. But yeah, like I said, I wouldn't be liking to do the last restart from the lead. Yep. I don't know how Edward did the restart at the end. But I do think with 1 lap to go like that, the way I took the second last restart was the way to do it. Yep, it paid off being a bit aggressive this time. Well, it didn't pay off for me, but yep, that's. I'm still happy. I really did want the top 5. I think I had the pace to fight for a win. Well, I did fight for a win, so. But in the end, 6th at the end is good. I think I did a smart race. I think I did a good race. It's not that often I'm really happy with myself in that kind of way, but I am this time. Oh, and I'm not gonna get disqualified by going the wrong way, so I'm stopping here. Alright then. 400s between 600s between the top three. I need to watch that one back. Replay. I said replay. Oh, look at the car. Oh, it's nice. Yeah, so pew. Reverse a little bit there. Oh, and pew. Screenshot. And let's try to actually watch the finish of the race then. Alright, Hugo. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of it. Oh, so Edward, huh? Wasn't Edward leading on the restart? Or did he lose? Oh. Oh, and that's the server taking over, I guess. So much for that. Yeah, the server is taking over. Oh, well. I guess that is a nice hint to end the stream as well. Oh, my steering wheel is warm. Oh, no wonder. It was rattling at the end. So, yeah. Oh, that's... Yep. So that's probably what caused the checkup as well at the start. And when the green flag hit, Steve and the other guys were going because we were going at the front. And they suddenly have the green flag and had the ability to go. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for watching everyone who has been a part of this. So, Hugo, Terje, Roy, and Kev. And possibly other people as well who has been in and not written anything. So, and there finally the server is taking over and reloading the track. Yep. Alrighty. It was fun. It wasn't the result that I was getting close to, but it was a good result in the end. It was fun, and hopefully Edward will do the same thing next year with another overtake in the 500 kilometers. So enjoy the weekend. If I don't see you again, I do plan to stream some stuff tomorrow because I do not celebrate the Constitutional Day of Norway like many others. I'm using that as a really nice day to chill out on. So if I see you tomorrow, then I'll see you. If not, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, and good night.